first, no one noticed. No teasers flooded your feed, no dance challenges went viral. There were no surprise lives, just silence. But then, a name echoed, a question was asked. Who? What if I told you that in the first half of 2025, the world didn't just fall in love with a song, it surrendered to it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the story of Who, a song that wasn't just streamed, it was felt. And it left a permanent scar, a beautiful one. Let's go back. It's July 19th, 2024. Jimin releases his second solo album, Muse. The title track? A hauntingly vulnerable piece named Who. No dance break, no electronic drop, just raw, lyrical honesty, and that unmistakable voice. At first, it felt too quiet. In a world screaming for attention, Who whispered? But maybe that's why we heard it more clearly. Then something remarkable started to happen. The song began charting, and not just anywhere. On the Circle Chart's daily global K-pop chart. Not once, not twice, but 84 separate days at number 1. 84. That's nearly a third of an entire year. Dominated by one song, one artist, one question. Who am I if I'm not what the world expects me to be? That quiet whisper? It was now the loudest voice in the room. In 2024 alone, it topped the weekly global K-pop chart 12 times. That's more than any other single, group, or solo in the entire year. But here's where it gets unreal. Despite having a limited tracking period, only releasing mid-year, Who still finished as the 4th highest-ranked song on the Circle Chart 2024 year-end global K-pop chart. And that made it the highest-ranking solo song of the entire year. Let that sink in. Jimin didn't just release a hit. He dropped a legacy. But it doesn't end there. In January 2025, while Jimin was away serving in the military, Circle Chart made a quiet announcement that roared across the fandom. The world's most loved K-pop artist of 2024 was Park Jimin. Not a group, not someone actively promoting, not someone online, a man who had disappeared from the spotlight and still held the world's heart. This isn't just popularity, this is something deeper, something spiritual. And now, we've reached another incredible milestone. The first half of 2025 Circle Global K-pop chart has just been released, and Who sits at number 4 overall. But among male artists, he's number 1. The top-ranked male soloist in the world. Even without promotion, even without presence, even in his silence, he speaks louder than anyone else. So what makes Who so different? Maybe it's the way it confronts emptiness. Maybe it's how it puts vulnerability front and center. Maybe it's because when Jimin asks, who am I? We ask ourselves the same thing. It's not just a song, it's a mirror, a letter to self, a quiet scream wrapped in soft falsetto. And maybe that's exactly why it reached us all. What does it mean when someone's art continues to grow without them? What does it say about the soul they left behind in their music? It means that for many, Jimin is more than an idol. He's healing in human form. And Who is proof? So to those who ever felt unseen, unheard, to those who've asked themselves, who am I really? Just know, you weren't alone. Jimin asked the same question, and the world answered, you're the voice we never knew we needed. Drop a comment below. What was the moment in Who that made you cry? Which lyric hit too close to home? And if this song changed you too, subscribe, because we've got more stories to tell. Of the quiet ones who shook the world. Even in silence, his voice lingered.